So this weekend we had the first regionals of the brand new season of Gundam Card Game, and the first one off the back of the grand finals that we had. And this was always going to be exciting because how did that grand finals influence people? Has things changed? We also had the ban list announced as well. Now, I've made a video all about the ban list, give my thoughts on that. If you want to check that out, make sure you go check it out on the channel. Now, of course, that ban list was not in effect for this tournament. The awesome Eggman has now updated his site and we can actually see the top 16 list of that tournament. We had a new color variant winner, a combination winner in purple white. So as we can see from the top 16, we had 7 blurple decks, so obviously still quite high. Corsica base not hit yet as well, so this was to be expected, but 3 red white justice blockers made it into the top 16, which is cool. 2 blue white, the O blockers, a deck I genuinely really love that deck, so that's cool to see that in there. 1 purple white Barbatos ping deck, which actually did take it. 1 blue red Banshee control. I actually watched that deck play on stream. That was really cool. 1 red white G-Quox blockers and 1 red white Providence. Quite interesting to note, no green white. Very interesting. In fact, there was actually no green at all in that. So it's interesting because we have regionals this weekend, which I will be in attendance. If you're going to be at Bristol, say hello. This regionals in Dusseldorf is not a reflection of the meta anymore because we obviously have the changes, but let's go through some of the decks. We won't go through them all because, you know, going through 7 blurple decks might be a bit boring. So here we have Laurie's Justice blockers here. This is quite cool because, first of all, I'm just such a big fan of Aegis and Atherin in general. I think it's such a great card for disrupting, especially into those more aggro decks as well. You know, getting that 6 HP, it's a lot to deal with. We've obviously got the Kira and L situation going on here. Justice is probably one of the single best value cards in the game as well, especially if you do get it on that Atherin link as well. We got the big old Omega Saikamu here as well. This is, I think, the best catch-up card in the game, or win more. In my opinion, this is probably the single best card in the set at the moment. Obviously, we've got the red burn package here as well. 3 striker packs because it's probably the best burst in the game. 2 Kusanagi's, a mining asteroid Palau. Kusanagi, I think that this is such an insane card. This is so good because in a burst, this is fantastic. It's just so anti-aggro. People are scared by the 4 HP. Don't let this fool you. This is essentially a Hawk of Endymion and a base for the 2 cost, and you're getting draw off of it. It's unbelievable. So then we have Sheridan's Providence. Now this has a lot more units. We've got the 2 sword strike. I think in this kind of current meta as of Dusseldorf has to be run. Perfect strike, brilliant. Senanju in here is such a great card. That high maneuver, getting some value paying off of it as well when you're going into shields. Justice, no doubt. Providence is such an insane card. And then obviously you've got Raul le Creuset, who can also be bringing back both these Zaf bases as well. So there's no, you don't even need to run 4. You could be running less if you wanted more units because you're going to get some reuse out of these. 1 Atherin seems weird, but when you think about it, not really. You can just almost see it as another Raul because he can go into Providence. Obviously, Justice is great value without it as well. And full frontal, I mean, this is not, I mean, I would still just use St. Andrew without it because you're not really going to get the Xeon unit advantage, but again, a 2/2, it's great. Yeah, this is a great deck as well, and yeah, congratulations to them. We then have 2 decks here by Nephilim and Solstitus, and these are actually completely the same deck. And what's cool about this is very similar to the one that we just saw, but with Soletta, and I really like this. You know, just being able to get that extra resource on attack as well. The 1+2, we've got these close combats as well with the improved technique. It's just a great unit. I mean, obviously we've got some Zowats as well just to counteract some of that early aggression. This is a great deck. We then got Okasano's G-Quox blockers, we're calling this. G-Fred, Senanju, Freedom, and Omega Saikomu. I mean, this has a lot more upper end. Already, I've spotted Hawk of Endymion. This is a pet card of mine. I absolutely love this card. I think it's unbelievable. We've also got Nian in there as well. Now, of course, we're not really going to be getting too much of this link. I mean, you'd be very lucky to get this link effect off here as well. But what it does mean is that we can use G-Fred and Omega Saikamu turn that it comes out. And I think this is just a really cool deck as well. We got the Rulula there, setting up some of these close combats and Battle of Aces as well. And then we got two different versions of the O blockers by Armro and Chris the Cross. Just a big fanboy of Mu. Really nice curve here as well, seeing this with the launcher, sword strike, perfect strike, L strike, Masala. This is just really, really nice. Perfect strike just really good at attacking kind of some of those like Leo tokens and stuff like that. Hawk of Endearment is really nice because we can put that on sword strike and not have to use Kira as well, but also bounce some aggro if we need to. Kusanagi in there, and white base just to generate some tokens as well. The Davao as well. This is just really, really kind of oppressive when you get this going. So yeah, this is a really great deck. And then we have this deck here, which actually uses the Bolinoke, which I'm such a fan of this as well. You're just increasing the opportunity for Paptimus to get that draw from the O or Masala. But also, if we do need to change our game plan and we realize we might not even get to a point where we can see the O, a 5/5 with repair 2, it can be quite oppressive into aggro. I mean, this just starts taking things for 3. Kusanagi, Jupitus here, just really nice. 3 striker pack. Free show of resolves as well. I mean, this is just going to be generating so much card draw as well. We've got the overflowing to make sure that we can see Paptus, we could see Kira as well. A part of me would want to see more L strike as well and more Gundam, but you know, we only have 50 cards, but this is a really great deck and congratulations to them. We then have Yuheta, I think I'm saying his name, in the top 4 with their Banji control deck. This was a really, really cool deck and got some great value in the matches that they had as well. I think this is a fantastic deck. We know what it does. The Healthy Curiosity setting up that Banshee, the top end of Omega Saikamu as well. We've obviously got the Oppression with the pingers as well. Sailor's Light type gun cannon as well. Such a great thing, especially combating some of those tokens as well. And this isn't one of those decks where we have no low end as well. We can press with Gun Tank and Anksha as well. This was a really fun one, and I think something that we're seeing quite a bit now with Red. Show of Resolve at 4 there as well. I mean, we need to be able to find those things. So we're getting a lot of draw. We essentially have 8 draw cards in this deck. So yeah. We then have Dave's second place Blurple deck. This is so low to the ground. We got 10 2-1s here. We got the Gun Tank package, we got the Anksha package, the Rezel package, no rebates, 4 Show of Resolve. That's a lot. Interesting that we've got no Fatal Strikes, no rebates. But again, it obviously did well for him getting into the second place with this deck. This deck, I feel, is kind of decided at this point. It's kind of locked in if you want to play either the aggressive thing or you want to have a couple of NT2s and rebates in there if you do want to be able to try and play more into that mid game. But it'd be really interesting to see how this deck does without this, because I noticed a lot in the games that I did watch, Corsica base was a big part of some of those pushes. I think that this is going to be a bigger hit than people are letting on. People think white base is a replacement. It is, but not in the way that you think it is. The value is just nowhere near what Corsica base can give you. This is a comeback card or a win card. Obviously, we still have 2. You have to run them, but the chances of you seeing both of them and maybe one of them not being bursted does hurt you. We'll be really interested to see this weekend how things change with that Corsica. And then finally, we have Rafe's Ping White Purple Lupus deck. This was fantastic, and I believe from what I read, I think he played quite a lot of aggro on his way through this, but did incredibly well. The Elfrith here is such a big part of this. I think just coming out early, you think you're playing Blurple, Elfrith comes out and just stops you in your tracks. You can still go with Gray's Customs and the Barbatos Adapt and the Hyakurin. One of the cards that I think is one of the most pivotal in this deck is this. When you're pinging yourself and you can turn a Gray's Custom into a 4 AP unit, it's insane. We can turn Rebates into 5 AP units. We also have the Barbatos 4 form. This is a card that I think a lot of people didn't like, but I think that this is such a great card, especially if you're behind. The catch-up mechanic of this is brilliant. Always requires a trade. As soon as someone sees this on the board, they need to get rid of this. So with the 5 AP, even if it's been pinged for 4, you're going to need to give it something if you want to get rid of it. So that's big. Obviously 4 Lupus, but we've got the Zihart Galette here as well. This card is brilliant in this deck. Just the fact that you get to place those top 2 cards into your trash. The 2/2 as well. You put this on a rebake, that's now a mountain. So obviously we got the striker packs in here here as well. Unforeseen Incident is an absolute backbreaker, especially if people trying to take out Lupus or Full Form. And Overflowing. This is such an important card in this deck because you need to be able to find those Lupuses. But also, you're going to be able to mill at the same time. Now, a lot of people will say about the mill deck, the Hotarubi, I believe, it's Itsuribi all the way. You are flying so low and flying into things, you will get this in your trash. So I think this is brilliant. Rafe, well done. And we have our first regionals winner. So this is interesting. Obviously, seeing no green, obviously we've got the majority of this is in 50% of this is purple related, but we've seen such a huge uptick in red. I mean, in the top 16, we've got what, 4, 5, 6 of those are red. Now, I'm going to be doing a vlog covering a lot of stuff when I go to regionals. I'll be talking about the deck that I'm going to be taking as well. Still doing some play testing for it at the moment as well. But we also have the STO9 release as well that will be legal for this tournament. So we'll see if that comes in. Let me know your thoughts. Are you going? What deck are you going to be taking? And do you think that we're going to see less aggro now as a result of those bans going in? Or do you think it's not going to be any different? Let me know your thoughts. But with that said, I will see you in the next one. Peace.